let's dust off the cobwebs on this side of the YouTubes. How are you guys? Welcome to this channel. I feel like wait, give me a sec. Yeah, sorry. Let us dust off the cobwebs here. I feel like it may seem as though I have disappeared on this channel, which I have, but I have been very alive and active over on my Instagram, over at the Joyride podcast, which is where I've been spending a lot of my time, over at Maua. So I feel like here is where I haven't appeared once or twice or thrice or 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, I dare say. But yeah, I'm happy to be back. I hope you guys have been doing well. You know, mtu akirudi haurudingi tu nafua. You come back with a little chit chat, a little where have I been, and I think I just want to use this opportunity to catch you guys up on what's been going on in my life. So before we go into any matters, I wanted to find out how you guys are doing. Please let me know in the comment section. Come on, I've missed you guys, but as I said, I hope hamjanimi sana because I've been available on the Joyride podcast, which has taken off immensely. We're going to catch up on it shortly. There's also Maua, there's also my personal page. So in as much as sijakuwa hapa, there has been a lot I have been available, but I'm glad to be back here. This is honestly where everything started, and so to be back here, it's beautiful and honorable. And it's beautiful, it's a great opportunity, and I'm happy. So anyway, I wanted to use this moment, I don't want to make it super long, just to catch you guys up on what I have been up to. First and foremost, as we speak, this is what day three of isolation. After 2 years of kupambana, kujikinga, making sure that I am not at risk, doing the best I can, Miss Panini finally caught up with me. And so luckily I think it's not the full, is it 14 days of isolation that was there once when the Panini started. It's now 5 days. I self-tested and it came back positive. I'm doing great. I'm just on a lot of dawa. This is dawa. I have tons of vegetables and fruits that I've been eating. We're isolating in the house. I'm sleeping in a separate room. Ben is sleeping in a separate room. Using tupatani at any one point, but we thank God. Thank God I have a decent place to live in, so anytime I want to catch some air, I just step outside. It doesn't help that it's really cold, but the last day of isolation, I think, is day 5, which is on Saturday. I'm really looking forward to Saturday. I have planned out my day. I will start going to the flower shop at 9 a.m. buy myself, so Friday is technically my last day of isolation, so I'll buy myself a nice bouquet of flowers, all those good things, come spruce up the house. I'm super excited for Saturday. I have big plans for it. I feel like I'll be a kid released. So yeah, day 3, I think day 1 and 2 were really hard, but I think as you progress it gets easier. So with the lead up to the Joyride live recording that's going to happen on the 16th, we have campus tours. And I don't know, God has been working in mysterious ways. And for me, I felt like, this Daystar thing inapingwa because we've had a lot of resistance here and there. It first started with us. We wanted to do an out of town. LD was the town that we'd chosen, but that moved so slow. And then we decided, elections are coming up. We don't want to move things out of Nairobi, out of a place where we can control. And so we decided, let's leave LD. We'll do that after. We'll do satellite, not really satellite towns, but out of town live recordings at least after the elections. And then we settled on campus, a campus edition, which is great. And I'm really excited for. But also coming to that decision, I felt like, for me, it was like we have just done Nairobi Cinema. It was a super success. So moving it to Nairobi, guys, we haven't created enough FOMO. People are not missing us enough. But I'm so curious to see how this campus edition is going to play out. And actually that brings me to my second update, which is everything to do with the Joyride. Joyride has just been phenomenal. So when we started the Joyride in Feb, yeah, and I think that's about the same time I dropped off this face of this earth. And from Feb, we have just seen, I can't say it's been our work. I can't say it's because we work hard. I can't say because we are seasoned. I can't say it's because we have the best content. I can only say it's a favor of God. Because there's nothing extraordinary we do. There's nothing extraordinary we talk about. It's just literally God's hand upon what we do. Because the kind of favor we've experienced, you guys, like, I can't even put it in words. In literally 3 months, we did our first live experience, and it was phenomenal. Like, people came in droves. I remember I had just done my sound check, so it was around 12 something. I had just done my sound check, so I was going to go up to the holding room to eat, to wait for things to settle for you guys to come in. And then when I was going up the stairs, because the way Nairobi Cinema is set up, for you to go to the holding room, you have to step outside. And I remember looking outside at the gate, and I saw all these people. I was like, Mnadu? Mnakam kudu? And I was like, all of you are here with the joyride. Please. And I remember feeling like, oh crap, this is now for real, for real, for real. So to be able to see droves of people who came, and it was a paid gig, it wasn't free, 1,000 bob for that matter, and people just came. Yeah, I remember that day, usiku, I just remember telling Ben, like, God alitukumbuka. God alitukumbuka, and he came through for us. So it's been a beautiful experience to see the Joyride come to life. Season 2 is coming in September, but what we are having is kind of like supplementary content, filler content. We're also testing out the kind of vibe that we want to do in season 2, because we want to explore having guests. So I think we're using this time to kind of test the waters with you guys before you really, really go hard. And we're going to go hard at the Joyride way. So we're so excited for that. It's going to be an incredible experience. I know once season 2 rolls out, it's going to be go, 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 go. We have an incredible team around us. Barack and the Catapult team. We have Justin, we have Shege, we have Selfie. Yani, it's just an incredible team, Kit. So we're just blessed. We are just really blessed because the things that we did with that season 1, I remember we did a mini mockumentary or documentary to the lead up to, and I remember thinking to myself, this vitu tunafanyishwa, who is going to watch them? Because we hadn't really seen things like that in the market. So just to be at the forefront of it and just like, chasing our dreams relentlessly. I can say for sure. You guys, when you see the Joyride, Mki watch, and I'll link it down below. Please do not think it's us. Please do not think it's because we have the bestest content or we have like the most enjoyable or that Ben is like Mr. Funny. I think it's really because God, his hand of favor is upon us, and I'm just basking in it and saying thank you, thank you, thank you. We're having another live experience. It's a campus edition, so we're doing it in Daystar on the 16th of July. I'm sure this will have gone up. I'm aiming for this to go up on the 15th, so maybe 16th on Saturday we'll be having our live experience, which is going to be incredible. I'm excited. The best part about this, by the way, I need to also share this testify, is that it's fully sponsored by ALX, our first fully sponsored gig.
Prizes for the live recording, the Joyride podcast live recording at Daystar have been waived. Yes.
So what this means, the Joyride live experience on the 16th of July 2022 is absolutely
free, no payments at all.
I remember when we got the call and it's like, yeah, it's a go. ALX are now official sponsors of the campus edition. I remember I was just like, and I remember at that point, Ben and I were not speaking to each other. I remember he received, because we were having a team call and I was having it here in the living room and then he was having it in the bedroom because we were not on speaking terms. And then when we just got the news, we were like, we even like sarried our fights and we were like, we did it. And we were so excited, and we are so excited to see. Safe to say that we made up immediately after the news came in. But yeah, so we're so excited. That's why I'm saying Joyride has continued to shock us, because even to get a sponsor for an event when you have just been 4 months into the business, it's incredible. I remember us saying, like, you know what, let's just spend all we have on the first gig, and let's just do a proof of concept. We're going to make more as we continue to move along, and just to see how God has answered us. Amen. That was the first and the second life update. Let's do the third. The third is actually where I'm at with Maua. Maua is, I don't know, every time I talk about Maua, I'm just like, what do I say about Maua? I think Maua is a baby that I look at with so much potential that I just need to dedicate my time in it. And I'm planning some things for it, because I realized I'm juggling too much. And when you're juggling too much, something is bound to suffer the brunt. And I think for me at this point in time, it's Maua that's suffering the brunt. I remember there's a time I was growing Maua and it was my content that suffered the brunt. So I think now that Joyride has come into the picture and it's a very demanding baby, Maua has sort of like suffered the brunt. But I won't talk too much about Maua. I have plans for it in terms of like creating systems that can exist, that can allow me to do all these other things that I want to do and that I'm passionate about, but Maua doesn't need to suffer. So mniombe on that front. But we have some new designs, we have some new outfits. We launched the website, which is really, really cool and amazing. Please, if you haven't checked it out, www.mauawear.com. Find all your fits there. It's work in progress, and I'm so excited to see where God is taking Maua. The last update would have to be around my personal life and how I'm doing. I'm doing super great. I feel like I'm in a good place. My life has just gotten so busy. I feel like I was telling Ben the other day, our lives have just taken off so much, and it's really hard to get time for each other, to get time for yourself. That's why I'm kind of like happy, which is weird to say, or an oxymoron, that I'm happy that I have Miss Vanini, because I've been forced to take time off and sit down and just like do nothing, which is weird because I'm actually working right now. But I've been forced to just take a break, sit down, focus on yourself, focus on your house. I'm doing a lot of like cleaning right now. So I'm just like, for the first time in like such a long time, I was cleaning my kitchen, because when life is on the go, unategemea mama kufua, ukirudi kwa nyumba, you're so tired. So like right now I've been forced to take care of my home. Not to say that she's not coming. I cannot wait for her to come on Saturday. But I'm also just happy to be taking care of the house, just like rearranging things. I've always loved like how my space looks, and I know a couple of you are a fan of how my space looks like, which brings me to an interesting plug. You guys know I have talked about Skillshare on end, and I've taken different classes on Skillshare. In case you're new here, Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives, curious people, anyone who's just interested in upping a skill or adding on to a skill. Skillshare is your plug. And on the Joyride podcast, over on that page, I put you guys onto an interesting class, which I found that it would be interesting if I plugged you guys also. Ben actually challenged me to do this class. It's the Style Your Space Creative Tips and Techniques for Interior Design. It's a class by Emily Henderson. It's a very, very good class, especially if you're into sprucing up your space, finding your taste in how you decorate your house, how you style your house, all those things. And I think one of my favorite classes, which is I think lesson 3, is finding your style, which is actually a quiz that you take. It's like a question thing that you do that will allow you to find the style to your house. So that's not the only class that's there. There's about mixing your favorite styles, sourcing items you love, just different classes. It's actually 13 classes, and they're very, very short classes. So I will leave a link below as usual. For the first 1,000 people to click on it, you get to enjoy a free premium trial membership on Skillshare, which is I would recommend for anyone, especially this class. If you're into sprucing up your space, finding your style and all those things, that class will really come in handy, as it has for me. Any other life update? I don't think I've left out much. Other than that, I think I've just been on go mode. Work. This is the first time that I've actually had time to just relax. I'm tired. Oh, this is an interesting one. Ben just entered into his 30s earlier this month. I'm really, really super excited for that. He has just owned his 30s. I remember I shared a verse with him, which, with the risk of sounding too speedy, but I think it's Psalms 1 something. Once I get it, I'll put it in the description, or I'll just put it here for you to see. But anyway, all it was saying is that those who plant in tears, I've shared it in one of those reflections at Joyride, that those who plant in tears will reap with joy, words to that effect. And I think for him, his 20s have been characterized with so many tears. Like, you're just trying things, they're failing, you're trying, they're failing. So I'm excited to see what the 30s hold for him. I'm turning a year older, 26 forever. I'm turning a year older in a few weeks, so I'm excited for that. I don't think I have any big plans for it. I'll probably just do all of nothing. So yeah, that's exciting. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to use this opportunity to catch you guys up. I hope we can be back to doing more. I'm still trying to figure out what the gist of this channel is, especially now that I have really loved sharing my opinion, sharing my thoughts over on the Joyride. So let's see where that new space, that newfound space for me will mean for this channel. But all the same, thank you so much for always supporting, for always being here, for watching on end. I really love you guys, and I appreciate you for all those guys who've been pushing me, who are like, sasa tumekuwa na Joyride sana, sirudi hapa. Here I am. Yeah, please do subscribe if you haven't. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.